Alright, so I ended up taking the antenna mount off because I didn't like it. It was just in the way of the battery, and the VTX underneath just wasn't sitting flat. So I got rid of it. And I'm going to show what I do with a couple of zip strips to anchor this type of antenna down. So what I do is I take two zip strips and I put them opposite ways on the frame. I don't know if you can see that, but the two zip ties face opposite directions. And then what I do is I take the antenna in between the two, and then I'll bend the two over the top of the antenna, and then give it a little bit of heat. So like, I make my bends, got it pre-bent right there, fold it over, and take a lighter and just kind of heat it right there a little bit, and then it'll bend it down and it'll stiffen when it cools. So take them both, put a little heat on them, crease them, there you go. And then what you got to do is take a piece of heat shrink. I've got this heat shrink here cut to 5 centimeters. 5 centimeters on this heat shrink. And then you just put your antenna in. It's not the easiest, but once you get it started over top there, just slide that right over top of your antenna, and there it is. And then when I heat shrink that, it'll be sandwiched in between, and it's very stiff, and it doesn't move around a lot. I'll heat shrink that up right now, matter of fact, and just show you the rigidity of it. And it does flex a bit, so if you crash it will flex some, but not much. So I'm going to make sure everything is where I want it right there. Okay. There it is. Give it a little final push down just to make sure everything's lined up right. Okay, and it's still pretty warm, but when that cools down it'll be very stiff, and it's out of the way. I can still strap down the VTX and that'll sit pretty straight. So now I gotta do the other side here. Alright. Do it again for the other side. Go up through with one. This one's going to be a tiny bit different because you're supposed to put these paddles facing different directions. So, 2 zip ties, opposite directions. Nice and snug. And this one I'm going to take and sandwich in the side of it. This is going to be a little bit different for this one. I don't think I'll be able to bend the tops of these over, but the heat shrink should kind of snug them up around the top of it. There it is. Got that one on. And then I angle it a little bit to the side before I get it all heated up. Okay, that's pretty much the gist of it. I'm just going to get the top lock down here real quick. And I'll heat shrink the bottom. There it is. That'll stay off to the side, especially when the cools down. Clip off those tails. And there's the antenna setup.